Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome back to the Nerds from Canada and our Let's Play Infinity War series. We are continuing with the next mission in the Sleeper campaign. Against the wishes of his love, he began his quest. Through the power of madness, he replicated immortality. Through a simple blunder, immortality took hold of Aberach. Oh. Here, this is a nice one. All characters in the combat zone retreat back to their support zones. It's only 2 points, so it's actually affordable to use it. Undead corruption. Target character in opponent control becomes undead. If that character dies, it comes back into play under your control. I thought this was going to be where we actually made our deck, but apparently there's still 1 or 2 more games where we use their deck. So what's Hakim the Corrupted do? When Hakim the Corrupted comes into play, all characters will cost 3 or less in your graveyard are put into play. Nice. And the one of many exhumed, and the affected pack leader. So let's start off with our Fill the Grave. End turn. They got their untapped wilderness. Cost reduction. Alright. Pull out our one of many. End turn. Pull out the Endless Horde. Now let's see, what's this one do? Target character opponent controls becomes undead. If that character dies, it comes back into play under your control. Alright, let's go ahead and play that on one of these. Wait, what's this one? Protector of the Dead. You cannot lose more than 2 morale when a character you control dies. So let's go ahead and use this on one of the Pack Masters. And in the turn, we still have 35 cards on our deck, so we're doing okay there. It came back into our hand. I guess you get to keep this card unless it actually works. So that's good. Play a card. Oh, no, we'll bring out the Endless and the Packmaster. Go over there. Alright, end turn. Alright, let's bring out the Endless, the one of many. Put this up there. End the turn. Okay. Ah, there we go. It did work. Okay. So we'll target that one. Put this here. Put that there. Pull this out. And end turn. We're just got a lot of those in the deck. Okay. So let's go with a shuffle and put in the fear. Oh, good. So let's put this out, this out. End turn. And did we get him? Did our spell work? Yes, we got him. Alright, we got him. We've got him. And 4 points. So let's go ahead and play this one on him. And in turn. Alright, now we should be able to start chewing through them and doing some actual damage. And let's see how Hakeem works when we put him out. That's a lot of cards. Nice. I think he'll be going down this next turn. Put these converts we have over there. Put that card and play it. And in turn. Yep, I think we're going to do quite a bit of damage. $119. Nice. Alright. That concludes this one. Now let us see what campaign number 4 in the series holds for us. Or campaign 5, rather. Next mission. When there was nothing left to consume, Aberracht slumbered, waiting for a new source of life to spread to. So there they slumbered, hand in hand, side by side. But none were prepared for the awakening. Talich's greatest forces gathered to protect their homeland. I'm guessing the Genesis is supposed to be Talich. In turn. One of many. Put this out to attack. In turn. Build a grave. Pull out an endless. Put out the one of many, or the one of many exhumed. In the turn. Pay 3, deal 6 damage to all characters in all opponents' combat zone. Lower orbit ion cannon becomes exhausted for 3 turns. Okay. In turn. Fires the cannon. We lose all but one of them. That one gets killed with a card. But our endless went up in strength. We can put that out. We can put this out. We can put this out. In the turn. Ignore that little 2-point drone and just keep beating on them. End turn. Zombie be gone. One of many. More damage. Etc. More horde. Another endless to join them. End the turn. Hit fires. We get hurt. We beat them up. Let's see, pull that. Buy a card. Play it. Hit them with everything. And gut them. In turn. And win. The golem was one turn too late to save him. 81 points. They're being a little unusual, though. We still haven't got to play our own deck. Next mission. The Flame Dawn and Genesis put aside their petty squabbles to stop the undead threat entering their homeland. The Dawn fight tirelessly while the Genesis support them with hastily built weapons to combat the threat. One might say the forces of Tylosh are having some success, but in truth, for every sleeper that falls, anyone takes his place. Right. In turn. Wow, right off the bat, a big 3.8 pointer. Block there. Pull out the one of many. In turn. What's this one? Feast on the Dead. Gain 2 morale for each character in your graveyard. Remove Feast on the Dead from the game. Okay, a morale card. Don't think we really need that, but okay. Let's pull everything out. Put out the one of many to attack. Shift this one over to attack. In turn. There's their low orbit ion cannon. Pull out the Endless Sword and put this one out to attack. In turn. There goes both of them, and our Endless levels up. Pull out 2 more Endless, put out 2 Endless. In turn. The unending drone, they're finally attacking. Okay, 2 more Endless Horde. And 2 more go out. And in turn. So far, they have not constructed any upgrades with their drones. Oh, there we go. There's their first combined. Alright. Now let's go buy a card. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's just take the one they got. We'll take that, thank you. And we will put these 2 out to attack in the turn. And the ion cannon hurts, but it's done enough to kill him now that our fresh zombies come out with 10 health. Okay, let's see. Pull this one, buy a card. And in turn, we'll save our zombie scavengers. Alright, now it's time to just take them down. One great big fell swoop. And in turn. Unless they put all those drones out there, not stopping it. Nope, they die. And down they go. The undead are still marching to victory. Let us see if we can continue this fast pace on the very next opponent we face. Next mission. The warpath lay shattered and fueled the undead threat. The combined forces of Flamedown and Genesis struggled to hold their ground. But the ones who suffered the most loss were the best equipped to deal with the undead threat. The Ruhr were blessed with a portal to Avrach right inside their home city. Here the sleepers were held captive and experimented on so that the Ruhr may learn from the Endless Horde. Oh, turning us into guinea pigs just because we're dead cadavers who happen to have a craving for brains. I swear, witches. In turn. Oh. And they're able to get out a 6-point card and a 3-point card simultaneously with 3 resources. That is so cheating. Alright, bringing this one out. And let's start the attack. In turn. And the Risen. And an Endless. So bring out the one of Mini. And in turn. Bring out 2 more Endless. Put an Endless out. In the turn. Alright. So, load everything up. Put that out. Put that out. In turn. Now they should have a mass death or something else like that coming up down the line. Alright. So, and let's go here. We'll put this guy there first. Put this one there. Pull this. And buy a card. In turn. We can only attack them with 1 ground in their city anyway. So that out, pull this out. In turn. As long as we can keep clearing them out faster than they level up off of us dying, we'll be okay. This is the Awaken. Raise target character in your graveyard into play. It becomes undead. Okay, don't have anything like worth raising. It's just endless. So, a card when we have points. So, put that one there. Put that one there. I'll put this one first. That one there. Pull up these. Trade that in. Alright, in turn. Oh, they killed off a bunch of their own. That was nice. and buy a card. End turn. So let's see. Well, that one, buy a card. End turn. All right. So let's put out some defenders just in case. And pull these out. Trade that one back in the turn. I'd say 2 turns. Alright, fill the graves. Pull this. Put this out. If they don't nuke it, it'll kill them this turn. Otherwise, these will get through and kill them next turn. Well, one of them. And in the turn. And we got him. The Verori did manage to last a bit. Alright. Sip of coffee. View of our stats, and we'll move on to the next campaign segment. Minus 13 health and low morale. We did a decent job of taking them down. Okay, next mission. Deep below Vororia, the demon prince Bakan was held captive, a slave to Aletta's power. A conduit to empower her ability to control demons. Aletta's grip over Bakan wavered as her focus shifted towards the sleepers. Vororia shook as Bakan held in rage, a signal, a moment of silence to calm before the storm. But Bakan's anger unleashed a mighty explosion, a flash of red, the sound of thunder. Vororia was left in tatters, a gaping hole left in its wake. Worse yet, Bakan could be seen flying towards the waist with a once powerful sorcerer laying in his claws. Vororia sacrificed much for its power, its temperance, its friendship, its people. People who were cast out from their homes and left to die in the waste. People who longed for an opportunity to cast vengeance on those who did them wrong. People who heard Bakan's call. The exiles. What's this do? This card has untouchable. Untouchable cards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Okay. It's a Devil of Despair. It's a 5/5. Has Consume 3 and Untouchable. Consume is nasty. It lets them consume 3 points and add it to themselves. They increase by 3 points for every kill, basically. Alright, let's see. We'll pull this out. End the turn. And right off the bat, they get their keep. Their fortress is a freebie. Yes. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this. We'll bring out a new one. And pull this guy out. And this is, if Henriki would enter combat with a character, she retreats and diseases that character instead. Diseased characters take 4 damage at the end of the turn. If a character would die to her disease, instead you gain control of it. Wow. She's 8/8, but she only will do 4 points of damage. 6 points to get out. Alright. Well, end our turn. Yes, let's sacrifice a character to ritual. No. I'd actually like to get somebody out there to attack with. So, End turn. Ah. No, I don't want to sacrifice one. Not yet. Let's fill the graves. Let's put this out. Let's pull this out. End turn. Okay. I got both of those dead. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sacrifice one. Let's sacrifice this. Or that. Let's go ahead and bring out a couple of these. We'll sacrifice one of them. Oh. It doesn't give us the offer to activate the power. Okay. So next turn. So end turn. We'll buff up our little consume demon a bit. Okay. Now we got 8 points, so we'll bring out this, fill the grave. Put this one out here. Put this one here. End turn. Yes, we will. No, not gonna bother sacrificing to keep the demon alive anymore. We're just gonna go in and like gut him with a heavy attack. Pull this out. Put her out. We'll let her go first. End turn. Well, let's see how she works. Ah, that's how it works. She does take the damage and she inflicts 4 points. No, we're not going to sacrifice. We'll send her out here along with this one. Pull this out. Buy a card. End the turn. No sacrifice. Quite fine. Doing okay on our own. Don't need any help. And we'll put this one over here. End turn. And just keep grinding them. Ah, bastard. Nope. We want to put one of these out. That up. Buy this one. Buy a card. End the turn. And grind some damage on them. No sacrifice. Thank you very much, but we'll pass. End turn. It really wants us to give something in sacrifice to it. Nope. Just cycle through and grind them one hit at a time. Alright. And turn again. Yes, we'll sacrifice it. We'll buy this. We'll buy a card. We'll end the turn. And we'll kill him finally. Alright. Well, that was the witches holding out again. Veroria at the start. So, but they lost out on morale and on health. And that was the end of the campaign. So that was their last battle. Return to menu. That's that. That is the campaign for Infinity Wars as it stands right now as of closed beta. I imagine that there will be a little more tweaking, a little more polish put on it before it actually goes to final release, but I hope the strategies and such that I used or failed to use effectively will help you. And I hope you enjoyed watching this new closed beta display of the upcoming card game. So thank you all for joining us. I am going to continue in the next episode with some basic PvP as we open our next booster pack, make up a deck, and go try some ranked PvP. Just a couple of games to give you all an idea. And if I find that some of you are interested and you want me to, I'll be quite happy to go ahead and continue to record the ranked play, so you can study up on what the hardcore players are using, their strategies, the type of deck builds they use. The deck builds I'm using, well, I'm making decks I think will work effectively, but I haven't number crunched every combination, and the decks that we have are still far from complete as far as the number of rares or uncommons and whatnot we could have available. So in the next episode, I will open the next booster pack, the expansion booster pack from the Rise, and we'll see what cards we got, check out the rare, make up a deck, and we'll play a game or two of ranked play. I hope to see you all there. You have a good one. Bye.